הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Hine ma tov ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. Let's try that together. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum.
Well, Cantor, that was awesome. We have a lot of out-of-town guests tonight because we have Boaz's Bar Mitzvah, and a lot of my family, you'll notice, is around. We welcome them from all over, including Israel and Delaware, California, Margate, yeah.
Rabbi, they're sitting on my side tonight.
Yeah, I could
so
say, how should I feel?
strange.
But no, we got some over here too.
Representing.
My father's all the way down. But I noticed that they knew the melody very well. They responded the best. They were very good at that. Let's take a nice deep breath of Shabbat air. What a beautiful, gorgeous day it was. How beautiful it was just watching our wonderful Amherst police officer outside basking in the sun. It was wonderful. And it's really important as we come into Shabbat to just shed the week. Let's let all of the week fall off of us and come fully present into Shabbat. So one more time. We are going to bring over Bruce Chorus, who is hiding all the way over there by Julia and his mom, to officially welcome you home. He'll explain.
Shabbat Shalom, and welcome home for those of you that are visiting us from out of town. First of all, where's the Philly crowd? Yo! Yo, Philly! Okay. Sorry about the Eagles. Sorry, I lost money on it. Anyway, Rabbi Alex has for a long time now had me come up at the beginning of the service and say, welcome. And then he read somewhere that you shouldn't be saying welcome at the beginning of a service because that implies that you're not really from here and you're visiting and you're not part of us. And everyone in this room is part of Congregation Shir Shalom tonight. And I was thinking about that, and I said, the sanctuary, the temple is our home, and the sanctuary is kind of our living room of our home. So, welcome home. Even if you don't live here, welcome home. We're glad to have you all here for a we have a special service tonight. It's a special weekend, and it's good to see everyone that's visiting from all over the place, and those of us that live here. So, welcome home everyone. I will be back later with announcements. We have a lot of stuff coming up in the coming week or two, and the entire month of May for that matter. So lots of stuff going on. These guys have a lot planned for you this evening. Enjoy the service.
And we're also so happy to have our community religious school teachers. Stand up if you're among our teachers group. They work so hard. We're going to celebrate them tonight during our Torah service, and we're going to have a chance to honor them. We also have our director, Einav Simons, here. And I want to point out someone special that's in our family who's here all the way from Israel. Bess Adler over here. Stand up for a second. Now, but Bruce, you need to know this. For the last 10 years or so, Buffalo has received a special grant called the Better Together Grant, and that is because of Bess here. She connected us, worked with Einav, and it's literally been about 10 years that we've been receiving these funds, and a lot of the residents at the Amberley are here as well. And they are the beneficiaries of the fund. So thank you. She's a celebrity, I said, in our group. In addition to Bess, we have my brother-in-law, Micah Becker-Klein, who has been here many times. And he is going to do some of the music tonight. He is going to welcome in the Angels of Shabbat, all the way from Newark. No, you go I learned to spell it. You don't say Hockenstein. What's it? Hokesson. I had all this time I thought it was Hockenstein.
That's Yiddish. Yiddishized it.
You can't say Newark,
Hocken.
or you'll be in New Jersey. You got to say Newark, and you can't say Hockenstein. I don't understand. Okay, he's going to sing Shalom Aleichem. What page have we got on that? What do you think?
142.
142. So I'll welcome Mike over.
So wonderful to be back. It's been a few minutes since I've been here in Buffalo. Where's Boaz? I saw Boaz. Hey, it's Boaz. Mazel tov, Boaz. You guys have the page, correct page? Yeah, 42. All right, so this is an inspired melody for Shalom Aleichem. Hopefully you'll pick up on the melody if you already don't know it. It goes like this. Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Ashari, Malachi Elyon, B'melech Malachi Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem L'Shalom, Malachi Ashalom, Malachi Elyon, B'melech Malachi Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Yalalai, Yalalai, again. Barachuni l'shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi Elyon, B'melech Malachi Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Tzedkem l'shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi Elyon, B'melech Malachi Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Yalai, Yalai, welcome among us, messengers of Shalom, angels of the highest one. From deep within us, majesty of majesty, a blessed Holy One. Come then, Shalom, blessing us in Shalom. shalom, leaving us in holy shalom. From deep within us, majesty of majesty, a blessed holy one. Shalom, shalom aleichem, malachei asharei, malachei elyon. Mimele malachei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu, hakadusha bruchaki, hakadosh baruch hu. All right.
All right, now you got your blood pulsing, right? We are ready to light our candles, page 120, and say Kiddush. And we're going to invite Boaz and Ashira and Jera and Noam. Come on up. This is very special for us because we get to recreate the rituals we do at our own home. So we're going to light our candles there. Do you want to light those? It's really Boaz's birthday today. Bring in the lights. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'adlik ner shel Shabbat. And we're going to bless our children. If anyone who's adult or younger or whoever wants to bless children, we'll do this. This is our ritual in our home. Yisimchu Elohim Kasarav Karachel Valeah Ephraim Vanasha Tihi Kasher Tihi Yivarech Adonai V'yishmerecha Yair Adonai Panav Elecha V'yichunecha Yisa Adonai Panav Elecha V'yasem Lecha Shalom. We have Kiddush, page 123. All right, first we're going to do it together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodesho v'yahu v'ratzah imchilvanu, zikaron l'maaseh V'mikra'ei kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, kivanu b'harta, yotanu kidashta, b'kol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodeshecha, v'yahava u'pratzon, B'cheltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh, Shabbat L'chaim.
Amen. We just pretended there was no one here. I think that was one. Very good. All right, why don't we turn to...
We have new candles that I don't want to burn down the sanctuary.
Oh, boy.
I have a couple that are droopy.
It's so nice to have some fresh candles, aren't they?
Problem with new ones is they leave.
Why don't we turn to page 126 and we'll read together. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics and no services, but I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us and bring that vision to life. We're ready to welcome in Shabbat with Lecha Dodi on page 138. We're going to try a new tradition. Cantor was telling me that...
What?
Oh, no, that we're going to add some verses, right?
Oh, yeah. It's a pre-pandemic version of our Lecha Dodi. We're going to add in some more verses now.
This is very exciting. All those people that have been waiting. We're going to do...
The throngs have been clamoring for this. It's a really big event.
We weren't sure which ones to do, but we decided on 1, 2, 5, and 9. So on the 9th verse, we're going to rise and face the doorway. We'll bow to Shabbat as she enters, and then we will welcome each other with our waves. If you want, you can be brave and shake hands as well, but we'll try with our waves. So I'll explain that. That's not quite yet. So again, page 138.
Lecha lecha dodi, likati kakala, pene pene Shabbat nikabala. Lecha lecha dodi, likati kakala, pene pene Shabbat nikabala. La 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 la. Lecha dodi, likati kakala, pene pene Shabbat nikabala. Lecha lecha dodi, likati kakala, pene pene Shabbat nikabala. Shamo v'zachor b'dibbur echad, Hishmiyaru el ha'miuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, Hashem u'tiferet ferit ki la 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 la. Lecha dodi, likat likakala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nikabala. Lecha lecha dodi, likat likakala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nikabala. Likrat Shabbat lekhu v'nelcha, ki mekol v'racha, v'rosh mekadam netzuvka, sov ma'aseh b'machshavat ki la 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 la. Lecha dodi, likat likakala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nikabala. Lecha lecha dodi, likat likakala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nikabala. Hit'oreri, ki ba'orek u'mi'ori, ori shir daberi, kevod alay alayk nikla la 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 la. Lecha dodi, likat likakala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nikabala. Lecha dodi, likat likakala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nikabala. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'b'sola, tochem odei v'segola, boi kala, boi kala. Lecha lecha dodi, likat likakala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nikabala. Lecha lecha dodi, likat likakala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nikabala. La 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 la
We remain standing for our call of community. Look around at our beautiful community. We are all an important part of that. Page 146, we will recite the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
We remain standing. Avat Olam, page 150.
Avat Olam Veit Yisrael Amcha Ata Torah u'mitzvah Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadeta Al ken Adonai Eloheinu B'shochenu v'komeinu Nasiach b'chukecha V'nizmach b'divrei Toratecha U'v'mitzvotecha Le'olam va'ed Ki hayenu be'orach yameinu v'hen ne'gen yom ha'layla v'yavatecha ha'tasi b'menu li'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohivabo Yisrael
Page 152, 153.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam.
You may be seated. I'd like to invite up Boaz again to lead us in the V'ahavta.
V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ela asher anachi mitzavecha hayom alavavecha v'shinantam lavenecha v'bartam v'ziptecha v'techa uv'lachtecha v'aderech uv'shopecha uv'kumecha uv'kshartam al yadecha v'hayu l'tafo b'neinecha uv'tarvtam al mezuzot beitecha uv'yisharecha man tiskuru v'yisitem et kol mitzvotai v'hiyitem kedoshim le'Elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti meretz Mitzrayim lihiyot lechem achim ani Adonai Elohechem.
Well, it's been a little while since we've done this one, Yismechu, which is on page 162. This is one that you're going to definitely need to clap to, 162. I love how you have to back up on that one.
Yeah, I don't want to.
We're going to encourage you, if you're able to rise for our silent Amida, our silent Tefillah, starting on 164 to 180. Take time for your own private prayers and thoughts, and whenever you're ready, you may be seated. We continue with a prayer for peace. So says Shalom, page 180.
Amen.
Instinct. No, it's reflexive as a rabbi, Say amen afterwards.
Yeah.
Right? It just comes out, sometimes in the middle of the night, amen. So tonight we are here to celebrate our teachers. We had some stand up at the beginning of the service, but actually we have quite a bit more that showed up a little bit later, and it's wonderful to see them. They're kind of intermixed. I want everyone, before we officially celebrate them and make sure to give them the kavod, the honor that they deserve, I want you to take a moment to think about, when you think about teaching, what do you picture? What are some of the things? Take a moment. What comes to mind? All right, raise your hand. What do you think about? Yes, Cantor.
Pride in your students.
Pride in your students. What else? Patience. Oh, I love that. Inspiration. Frustration, yeah. Probably with your teachers, Dad. There's so many, there's often an exercise, think about the teacher that stood out to you. For a lot of us, they're maybe not an actual teacher, but someone in our life was the person or people that really taught us. Often when we think about teaching, we think about it with the kids growing up in the classrooms. We have many teachers that are not just in our religious school here today that do this for a living. And we think about a classroom in elementary school, middle school, high school, college, all the different types and ways that you teach. And you think about a blackboard, and you think about sitting down and taking notes and taking tests and all those things that those of us who have been out of it for years are so grateful we never have to do again. But when the Torah thinks about teaching, they don't think about it that way. And I want to show you the primary text, which we just read. Actually, Boaz recited not too long ago. Let's take a look at it. It's on page 154 in your Sidurim, in your prayer books. This is our primary text on teaching and what they imagined thousands of years ago, what teaching would look like. It's talking about God. You shall love your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. That's the passion. So we were just using that word passion. Take these instructions, which I charge you this day, and press them upon your children. So right there, teaching is something we do offer our children, right? But listen to this, because I love this insight into what teaching is. Recite them when you stay at home. We know we just came through a pandemic. We know what it means to be at home. When you're on your way, when you're away from your home, when you lie down, and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand. Let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. This, in Judaism, is actually what we do. We put them in our mezuzahs. We put them in our tefillin. We bind them on our hands and on our arms. And this is a way of saying, this is God's wisdom. We're going to place it on. But think about this text as a teaching text about how to learn and how to teach. How wonderful. Most of the time we think about it happening in the classroom. But teaching our values, what we believe in, the tradition we've been handed down, happens everywhere. It happens when we're falling asleep and when we wake up. It happens when we're on our way, when we're at a bus stop or a train station or a plane, airport. It happens when we are at Wegmans and we see someone beside us that is inspirational. In the classroom, it's not any different. The teachers that we have many of them have been part of our school a long time. Linda just told me she's been at our school maybe the longest, 20 years. Has anyone? Harvey's, have you been here longer?
No. I think Linda's a year longer than I.
Look at this, 20. Linda is the longest standing teacher here. And look how young and vivacious you are. But they do it not because of the paycheck, because of the kavod, the great joy that they get out of it. and I'll speak to Linda in particular. Every day, if you go to her classroom, she uses her whole body when she's teaching. And she doesn't just teach from a book. She teaches from her life. That is how great teachers, that is how teachers are, not just in the classroom, but outside of it. It is the ability to take what we love and to try to communicate it. That is essential to who we are. We need to understand not only how important these teachers are and these schools are in our kids' life. Here, our community religious school, which represents Temple Beth Zion, Shir Shalom, and Temple Beth Tzedek, as well as unaffiliated. It is about our communities. It's about our values. It's about the highest of what we learn. It is about all of the things we learn about in the Shema, and it's about all of what we believe in as human beings. As a teacher for myself, I know that I try to bring the best of what I know, because I'm sure there's a lot of other wisdom out there where we take the best of what we know and try to share it. So hopefully our youngsters, they won't make the same mistakes that we do and will come into their heritage with joy and love. May it be so. So we are going to actually invite up all of our teachers. I'm going to have Naomi come up here. Naomi, come up over here. We're going to take our Torah out of the ark, and we're going to rise for the Torah and rise for our teachers. All the teachers, come on up here. And Boaz, we need you up here too. Naomi here is my favorite ark opener, and we're so blessed to have her. No one does it with more enthusiasm, so let's do this. Ready? Bring the Torah. Actually, come over here. We need the teachers. I want you to come. Bring the Torah. Be very careful. Yes, thank you. Hold the Torah. Or do you hold it? I'll give it to Linda. Come over. One of you. All right. Let's make some room over here. Come on. You may be seated.
We have some of our madrichim.
Oh, madrichim? Yeah, come on up. Come close to the Torah. Come on, don't be afraid of it. This is what you're teaching all the time. Yamdu Kol Hamorim V'Morot Shel Community Religious School La'Aliyah HaRishona. Do you want to show everyone where it is? Okay, if everyone wants to, here, you can take this. Oh, we have the, here. There we go. Anyone wants to touch the photo? I feel in awe of these wonderful teachers here. There is nothing harder in this world than being a teacher. Anyone else want to? Okay. All right, ready. Here we go. Baruch et Adonai Hamborach. Baruch Adonai Hamborach leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol amim. Natan lanu et Torato, Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe, Emo haKohanim b'nei Aharon, v'martam alehem le'afeshli tamav be'amav ki im le'shirav hakarov elah. Lima ulavi filivno ulavito ulachi vilaachoto habatula hakrava ela asher lahayata lish laitama.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. going to offer you a special blessing from Debbie Friedman, Kaddish de Rabbanan. On what page are we on?
Oh, is that
Is it
no
on?
page number on that? 667.
667, and this was actually done at my rabbinical school ordination, so I'm particularly fond of it.
For our teachers and their students and the students of the students, we ask for peace and loving kindness, and let us say Amen. And for those who study Torah here and everywhere, may they be blessed with all they need. And let us say Amen. We ask for peace and loving kindness, and let us say Amen. We ask for peace and loving kindness, and let us say Amen. We ask for peace and loving kindness, and let us say Amen. We ask for peace and loving kindness, and let us say Amen. We ask for peace and loving kindness, and let us say Amen. We ask for peace and loving kindness, and let us say
All right, before you sit down, we got the director of our community religious school, Einav Simons, I think has some gifts for you.
So Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I just want to say that I have the greatest privilege and the greatest honor to work with these incredible teachers and teachers to be, our madrichim. They volunteer every week and they definitely deserve a hand. Thank you. And in the audience, Beth Steinberg. Yep, my mentor, my friend, my colleague. And I'm just, I'm not going to give all the teachers the gift right now. I'll give it later. But it's a beautiful travel mug that has a great quote on it. But I will read what the cards say inside. In the Talmud, it is said that the true guardians of a community are the teachers. Please accept this gift as a small token of thanks and gratitude for all that you have done to teach, guide, encourage, and enlighten the CRS students this past year. Through your hard work, the school is being shaped into a center of Jewish learning and growth for the children of our community. We are so grateful for everything that you are doing for the students and for their families. May you continue to spread knowledge and light. Toda rabah. Thank you. So I am going to be giving these out after, so nobody has to walk with this. But our school would not have been complete without Cantor and Rabbi, and we are a collaboration with other synagogues. So we have 2 other rabbis that we work with, and they're not here, but I just want to acknowledge them and thank them as well. So, thank you.
For those of you not aware, the Community Religious School is in its second year, and it's been very exciting. It's been a dream of mine since I got to Buffalo that we would have one place where all our kids could go. It's currently housed here at Shir Shalom, and we're grateful to be able to do it. And right here in this room is where often we have our tefillot, so it's so wonderful. We're going to have a chance now to say Misha Berach, our prayer of healing, page 371. I'm going to read our list of names. We are thinking about, as a community, Richard Zyvac, Murray Edinger, Carol Fisher, Sue Frank, Ida Frost, Maureen Furlong, Michael Gettings, Sam Golden, Freda Goodstein, Dick and Kathy Gordon, Esther Green, Phil Hersbrunn, Heather Houston, Miles Levy, Savannah Lucas, Rick Mahler, Megan McEvoy, Jill Shire Monahan, Robert Pozas, Aidan Raccoon, Maddie Rinsberg, Karen Rosenfeld, Cheryl Rossi, Brandon Ryan, Jill Charabasi, Robin Weinstein, Mike Wheeler, Bat Ami, Bat Shulamit, Yochevet, Bat Esther, Miriam, Bat Razel, Avram ben Rivka, Chana Ezra ben Shul, and Reuven ben Morris. If there's other names, just raise your hand. We'll bring all those names into our hearts again, page 371.
Oh, sure, if you want to. Oh, we'll just do it. We'll do it. Oh, maybe,
Yeah. We could see. Sorry, we're consulting. Don't mind us. All right, we're going to bring up Rabbi Micah again to lead us in Tree of Life, page 374. 374. And invite everyone to rise. And Naomi, sorry, I need you one more time. standing for Aleinu, page 586.
עלינו לטפל ברדן הרע, לתת גדולה ליוסף בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמרנו משפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהן, וגורלנו ככל המונה, אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Page 591.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ היום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
You may be seated. We're going to turn to the Mourner's Kaddish now on page 586. Sorry, 598. We're remembering as a community Marvin Frankel, Richard Seitz, who passed this past week. We're also remembering Benny Berger, Marlene Joseph, Aaron Munter, Diane Robinson, Annette Marie Rosenberg, and Stephen Silver, who passed in this last month. On our yard site list from years past, we remember Bernard Albert Bookbinder, Joseph A. Carr, Samuel Cohen, Abraham Cohn, Belle de Bruin, Elizabeth P. Eisner, Minette I. Epter, Eleanor Frank, Patricia Krohn Freudenheim, David Gabin, Judith S. Goldberg, Barbara Goldstein, Marjorie S. Green, Ann Gross, Geraldine S. Gross, Barney Kaufman, Robert Klein, Mary Kranitz, Ida Lawrence, Rachel Littenberg, Francis Neiman, Teresa Pescusi, Pearl Piquel, Rita Bloomberg Roth, Minnie Schreiber, Meyer Sirota, Ethel K. Solander, Beatrice Stein, Aaron Seisneck, and Victor Wagner. If there's other names you'd like to offer, just raise your hand.
Naomi's friend Jan's
Oh, I'm so sorry, Naomi.
Drew Hassenbein and Ethan Falkowitz.
All whose custom it is to rise, page 598. Yitgadal, Yitgadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'yalma, Divrach, Hirtei, V'yamlik, Mochutei, B'chayachon, V'yamechon, V'chayed, Echol Beit Yisrael, B'agalau, V'zman, Kariv, Yimru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah, Mavarach, Le'olam, Olmeo, Maya. Yitbarak, V'yishtabak, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitramam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitalev, V'yitalal, Shemei Dekudasha, B'rechu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechamata, damiran b'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. O says shalom v'imru mav, huya says shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. May God grant peace to all those in mourning and to our world, and we say amen. You may be seated. Zikronam livracha. May their memories be for a blessing. Bruce Kors is coming back to offer our announcements.
Shabbat Shalom again, everyone. Mazel Tov to Boaz and his entire family on his Bar Mitzvah tomorrow morning. Based on what we saw tonight, tomorrow's a piece of cake, dude. You got this. Thank you to our service greeters, special guest greeters tonight. Karen and Howard Wiseman helping out this evening. We appreciate that. Thank you to Rabbi Alex, Rabbi Micah, Cantor Frank, Nick Stelzer for a really lovely service. It was not dual rabbis tonight. That was really nice.
Not dueling.
Not dueling. I didn't say dueling. I said dual.
We have never dueled.
No. And Rabbi Micah, you can come back anytime. There's a musical component with him. It's a nice treat.
He has his own CDs.
What?
If you like it, he has CDs that are.
Oh, CDs as well. He has CDs. You've just got books. All you have is books. He's got CDs. Very talented rabbis on the bima this evening for a multi-level. Tomorrow morning, that goes without saying. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Torah study virtually via Zoom. Shabbat morning service and Bar Mitzvah of Boaz Lazarus Klein is at 10:30. Community religious school coming up Sunday morning. One more after this. There's not on Mother's Day, but then the following week it wraps up the year. Yeah. Speaking of religious school, mazel tov to our teachers, future teachers, and everyone involved. I see Beth is here tonight. Beth and Inav got that thing going. We are so blessed to have a community religious school here in Buffalo. You can count, I think, on one hand the number of communities in the United States who have a community religious school. And it was a big undertaking, and it's growing, and we're very proud of it, and the future is just unlimited for it. And again, only a handful of communities in the country can say they have that, so that's very important to say. Coming up Sunday morning, Kirsty, I see you're here. You've got the Let's Talk About Anti-Semitism conference. This is at the Temple Beth Zion, Delaware building, Sunday morning from 9 to 1. You can register online, or if you're here in the room, talk to Kirsty after the service about it. Obviously, that's a really important topic, and unfortunately, it's still timely. It just doesn't go away. So thank you for doing that. Thank you to Dan Kester for a very, very good week for the men's group. We had a speaker series last Sunday. Kathleen Shavetta was here. She did not hand out chicken, but she talked about it. It was great. We had our first men's group poker night since before COVID, Wednesday night. Some people did well, some of us not so much. But it's low stakes and it's a lot of fun. So please, next time we do it, please join us, especially if you play badly. Come join us. Speaking of Shavettas, our next one is coming up this Tuesday from 4 to 7 or until sold out. It looks like it's going to be about 25 degrees warmer than the last one, so our runners, the people in the parking lot, will be not quite bundled up so much. But thank you, as always, to everyone who supports Shavettas, whether it's as a volunteer or comes and buys the dinner. It's such an important fundraiser for the temple. Thank you for that. All this month, Tikkun Olam Committee is collecting food and personal item donations for the Amherst Little Free Pantry. Bring a donation every time you come to temple. Let's fill it. Fill the bin to the rim. That is food, personal item donations. There's a bin here in the main lobby, and there's also a bin down at the community religious school lobby. Next weekend, we have a Yiddish Shabbatot. That is next weekend, Shabbatan, not Shabbatot. Next Friday, May 12th, and Saturday, May 13th. Shir Shalom is co-sponsoring the evening program on Saturday. That is also at Temple Beth Zion, the Delaware building. There's a flyer outside the sanctuary which has details. We will be having our annual congregational meeting Tuesday, May 16th at 7 o'clock p.m. Join us as we honor this year's President's Award recipients. We have two. Such a big deal around here that we should give it to two people. We have so many people that mean so much to the temple. This year, Joe Glickman and Sheila Bernard Tucker are receiving the President's Awards. Good call, Joe. Todd. You're Todd. He's Joe. Safe driving class is coming up Saturday, December 3rd. That's at 9:30 in the morning. Did I say December? Did I really? Saturday, June 3rd. All right, I'll get out of here. Where's your hook? Do you have your hook? Okay, Saturday, June 3rd, 9:30. If you want to learn more about it, talk to me after the service. Women of Shir Shalom are having an event called Painting with a Twist. That's on May 24th. Registrations are needed by May 22nd. I have no idea what Painting with a Twist is, but it sounds like fun. What, Julia?
Twist a lime with that drink.
Oh, that sounds even better. Yes, Julia?
Did you mention Sisterhood Shabbat?
Not yet. I'm almost done, believe me. So next Friday night, May 12th, a week from tonight, is one of our more special services of the year. That is the Sisterhood Shabbat. It's now the Women of Shir Shalom Shabbat, but the Women of Shir Shalom will be doing the entire service. It's a lovely evening. He doesn't say a thing. He has the night off. It's really nice, but it's one of our more favorite services of the year. That is next Friday night. Please join us is the Onig in the lobby or the social hall? In the social hall this evening. Please join us for the Onig. If you would like to sponsor an Onig, talk to Joanne. We're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to do so. If you need anything at all, talk to Todd, Joanne, Cantor, Rabbi Alex, myself. We are always here for you. Thank you for being part of our wonderful Shir Shalom family or visiting for us this evening. Shabbat Shalom.
We're going to be running an arts camp, a little mini arts camp for 1 week in starting July 10th. And it's applied arts, music, dance, and theater. And we've got a tremendous staff lined up and everything. So if anyone is interested, have children between, grades K through 8. We would love to have you, and it's very, very reasonable. So talk to me about it and spread the word. It's just in the makings right now.
Okay, 2 quick notes. First of all, tomorrow the primary Shir Shalom Saturday morning service is at Canterbury Woods at 11 o'clock. Boaz's service is private service, but it will be streamed. And just a note, next weekend is also the anniversary of the May 14th shooting. At 6 o'clock at Elam Church on that Sunday, there is a big memorial. We encourage you to go out to it. And at 2 o'clock by the Jefferson Street Tops, there's a half-hour memorial run by the mayor next Sunday. All right, we are ready for the end of our service. Actually, I think Micah's been waiting patiently. We have Adon Olam, 6:25, and he has a melody, I think, from our good friend, Sean Zevit.
Page 625, you said? Page 625. I've not memorized all the words to everything all the time. And so I was thinking tonight as I'm finding the page, I've been working on it for a while. Not everyone might remember Jamaica Farewell, but I was thinking, wow, be good to do it. You might have heard the Ein Kelohenu to the Banana Boat melody. I've been thinking a lot about Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Ko Yitzir Nivra Le'ed Nasa B'chepso Kol Azay Melech Shemo Nikra. But we're not going to do that tonight. So it goes like this. Adon Olam. Move your hands together if you want. It's a blues melody in E. Adon Olam, Asher Malach B'terem Ko Yitzir Nivra Le'ed Nasa B'chepso Kol Azay Melech Shemo Nikra. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Ko Yitzir Nivra V'acharei יגלוט הכל לבעדו, ימלוק נורא והוא היה, והוא הווה והוא יהיה, ותפארה אדון עולם השם עליו בטרם כה יציר נברא, והוא אחד, אין שני להמשיך לו, והפירה ולראשית, ולדאג לי ולא העוז, והמשרה, אדון עולם השם עליו בטרם יציר נברא, והוא אלי, והי גואלי, וצורכב לי, ועצה, והוא ניסי, ומנוס לי מנקוסי, ויאמר קרא, אדון עולם השם עליו בטרם כה יציר נברא, אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כה יציר נברא, לעת נעשה azar melech shemonika Adon olam Hashem alav b'terem kol yotzei nivra V'ya'ado afiduchi v'yet ishan v'ya'ira v'himeruchi v'yati Adonai li v'yomekra Adon olam Hashem alav b'terem kol yotzei nivra Adon olam Hashem alav b'terem kol yotzei nivra li'et nasa v'hem zok kol azar melech shemo nikra Adon olam Hashem alav b'terem kol yotzei nivra All right, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you, Shir Shalom. Mazel Tov to Boaz and the whole Lazarus Klein family. Thank you, Rabbi Alex. Thank you, Cantor Frank. Thank you, everybody here tonight. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Adon olam asher malach b'tzeh. Put your hands together. Yotzei nivra li'et nasa v'hem zok kol azar melech shemo nikra Adon olam Hashem alav b'terem kol Adon olam Hashem alav b'terem kol yotzei nivra Adon olam Hashem alav b'terem kol yotzei nivra Adon olam Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shalom
All right, we have Hamotzi.
We give thanks to God for bread. Voices rise in song together as our voices clearly said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz v'te'avon.
As you came in peace, may you leave in peace. Please return your Siddurim, your prayer books to the front, minus the leaflet. And we have an ice cream bar. Shabbat Shalom. Boaz pricked that out.